In the US, if you're arrested for a crime, you're typically taken to jail. From there, you can either pay bail or be held in jail until your court date. It's meant to be a financial incentive to get people to return for their court date, making sure that they don't just escape. But in the real world, bail disproportionately punishes poor people and people of color.
So basically, you're telling me that getting in trouble for a crime you've committed is fucking racist. Okay, that makes fucking sense. What's up guys, Average YouTuber here, and today guys I found another video by Riley J. Dennis, but this time she's saying that getting in trouble for a crime you committed is racist somehow.
Because look at it this way, if you're poor and can't afford a $100 bail, you're spending time in jail even if you're innocent. But if you're wealthy or even middle class, $100 is probably a small price to pay for your freedom. In fact, many poor people just plead guilty or accept deals they otherwise wouldn't simply because they want to get out of jail quickly. And
I don't see how someone's financial situation is our fault or the law's fault. I don't see how that's our fault.
if they do stay in jail because they can't pay bail and won't plead guilty, it can have disastrous consequences for them, like making them unable to pay rent, which could mean they lose their home, or making them unable to see their children or pay child support, meaning they could lose custody of their kids. They could miss work, which would get them fired and result in even more financial struggles. People can even die because they can't pay bail.
How in the hell will they die because they can't post bail? They're in a police station. The police will take care of them, okay?
Just look at the cases of Sandra Bland, Jeffrey Pendleton, or Khalif Browder, who all died in jail after they couldn't pay bail. It's just a system that harshly punishes poor people just for being poor, but lets rich people walk free. And it disproportionately targets people of color.
Can you say that again, please?
People of color.
Okay, one more time, I'm just not getting this.
People of color.
Okay, so let me get this straight here. You're saying that getting in trouble for a crime you've committed is somehow fucking racist. What kind of sense does any of this make?
Because they're more likely to be arrested in the first place. For example, despite using drugs at about the same rate as white people, black people are 3 to 4 times more likely to be arrested for drug use.
Not my fault the fact that those black people are garbage at hiding the fact they're using drugs.
The end result of all of this is that pre-trial jail time can be devastating for poor people and people of color. It's incredibly destabilizing for communities when people have to spend days or weeks or months in jail because they can't afford their freedom. And that should—
Shut the fuck up, you trans, gay, lesbian bitch.
Shouldn't even be a thing. People shouldn't have to afford their freedom. These are people who are not convicted of any crime. Being arrested doesn't automatically mean that you're guilty. People are arrested all the time who are never convicted of anything. Pre-trial jail time means they haven't had a trial yet, but they're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. So,
well, what the fuck do you want me to do? Go call Saul?
why are we holding them in jails when they very well could be innocent? This
So is a white man.
Probably won't come as a shock to you if you're familiar with the shitty effects of capitalism, but the answer is largely for-profit bail bond companies. These companies post bail on your behalf if you pay them a non-refundable percentage of the bail up front, and then—
Well, no shit has got to do with money. Money is how the world goes round, bitch.
And make monthly payments with fees and interest, of course. These companies pay $14 billion in bail bonds every year, which means that innocent poor people are forking over tons of money to these companies just to be able to be free. So obviously, this massive industry has a huge incentive for things not to change. But the money bail system is hugely unjust and can't be allowed to continue. So what's the alternative then? Well, several lawmakers and the ACLU have backed a risk assessment system to replace money bail. These systems vary in their specifics, but they generally involve a way of determining how dangerous someone is and how likely they are not to return for a court hearing.
Congrats, now I have all this information. What the fuck do you want me to do with it? And let's be honest here, all this shit is probably taken off of the first page of Google.
And they then assign various levels of release. The person could then have to wear an ankle bracelet, show up regularly for check-ins, or not be released at all. In rare cases, these systems even have a minor money bail component. Washington, D.C. uses a risk assessment system, as well as several other jurisdictions. New Jersey recently implemented a similar kind of system that has been widely successful.
Congratulations, New Jersey, you did something right for once.
But they've been under attack from the for-profit bail bond industry, which is afraid that changes like the one in New Jersey could spread to the rest of the country. In fact, in California, SB 10 is the California Money Bail Reform Act, which looks to implement a similar risk assessment system in California. Federally, HR 4611 is called the No Money Bail Act. This kind of legislation needs your support, and you should be aware of if your representatives are in favor of it or not. In the meantime, since legislation is likely to take a while, there's actually an app that will allow you to donate your spare change to helping people.
And this was all a fucking ad. 'Cause of fucking course it was.
People post bail. You can go to abolition.us to get started with it. This is not a sponsorship in any way, I just think this is a really fantastic idea that could have a major impact for people, while only costing you some spare change every once in a while.
But I can't afford to give away any free money, because I need to spend that money on post bail. See, this can go both fucking ways.
There are also some non-profit organizations that work to post bail for people who can't afford it, like the Bronx Freedom Fund and the Brooklyn Community Bail Fund. I'll link to those in the description if you'd like to donate to them. And it should be noted that money bail is just one small part of a larger, horribly unjust and racist criminal justice system in the United States.
Because of course somehow it's somehow linked to racism. Can we not have one fucking thing in the world not linked to fucking racism?
If you'd like to learn more, I highly suggest you watch the documentary 13th on Netflix. Again, this is not sponsored, I just really like that documentary.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna fucking sponsor you, you gay, tranny, long-necked, giraffe looking ass bitch.
Anyway, that's all I had for you today. Remember to check out Abolition in the description, and thanks so much for watching this video.
Fuck off.
I'll see you next time.
So anyway guys, that's how the video ends. Remember guys to like and subscribe, and one like guys equals one non-racially motivated criminal arrest.